An art studio can be more than just a room, with brushes and canvases. To me, it's a place where artists can truly express themselves, embracing the beauty of imperfections and the joy of artistic growth. Hello everyone, I'm Daisy, and I'm so excited to take you along on an art studio makeover, where I'll be sharing with you my DIY projects. My husband and I moved in this townhouse in early 2022. We used our loft on the third floor as an art studio and a workspace. Before this project, I had zero interior design experience, so the workspace looked messy, disorganized, and lacking in inspiration. I started with decluttering my studio and organizing my supplies. I got rid of anything that was no longer needed or useful, gave away a lot of my art materials, and sorted my remaining supplies into categories. To make this dream studio come true, it's important to have a plan. I sat down with some paper and wrote down ideas of what I like and don't like about the old setup. I collected images that inspire me and fit the mood I want to convey, and envisioned my ideal creative sanctuary. I have a few goals for this project. Firstly, it should be minimal. I value productivity, so I want to avoid distractions as much as possible. Secondly, it should be beautiful and inspiring. It's my art studio and also Michael's workspace, so I want both of us to enjoy our working area. The app I use for this makeover project is Milanote. I wanted my studio to reflect my aesthetic and personality, so I focused my efforts on two key areas: the shelving system and my desk. I used Procreate to sketch out my ideas and created a shopping list on Milanote. I relocated our shelving system to the center of the loft as the main focus. I bought these shelves a year ago to store my art materials, business supplies, and inventory for my shop. I wanted to make the most of the vertical space in our tiny loft, but I didn't know how to use them as decor items, so everything on the shelves was scattered and disorganized. Their columns were initially black, but I painted them over with white paint to blend in with the walls. I still wasn't happy with them, but I didn't want to waste things, so I tried to give them a new look. My plan is to build webbing cane doors for the lower shelves, because I wanted to create some closed storage for my art studio. When it comes to woodworking, I am a total beginner. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I managed to keep pushing forward to complete the DIY project. It's funny though, because my dad was a carpenter, but I have no idea how to work with wood. Sorry, Dad. I bought solid plywood sticks from Home Depot and sawed them into dimensions I needed. To be honest, I didn't know how to join two wood pieces together without necessary tools. I came up with an idea of using a hot glue gun, and I made it work. This is the first time I've used a saw and a drill. Growing up, I saw my dad have some accidents with his carpentry tools, so I'm always scared to use them. Forget about the fear, I told myself. I can do it. I just have to be very careful. Fortunately, I only got a few small scratches, which were not a problem at all. If you do DIY projects, please be careful, guys. DIY gives me a sense of satisfaction and growth. I ran into many challenges during the process, but I was determined enough to find solutions and keep building. I want to pat my shoulders for learning a new thing and pushing myself. If you want to start a DIY project, but you're afraid of making mistakes and think you lack the necessary skills to complete it successfully, I encourage you to try. Because you never know until you try, right? I believe you're able to find solutions along the way. In the end, you believe in yourself more, and you find yourself asking, wow, did I make this? I think these doors have turned out to be more than just a storage solution. They help maintain a clutter-free environment for our tiny loft and hide away sketchbooks, colored pencils, pens, magazines, etc. Furthermore, I can hide a cutting mat and large pieces of paper in the back without making the studio look messy. Engaging in DIY projects often leads to a deep sense of attachment and love for the things you create. These shelves have become my buddies. We've shared quite a journey. From painting the columns, storing various art supplies, adopting a new appearance with lower doors, and now serving as delightful decor items. I chose white curtains because natural light is very important for a traditional artist like me. Good lighting ensures that I can see colors accurately, enabling me to make informed decisions about color mixing. They can also easily blend with different decor themes and provide a clean and fresh look to the space. Drawers allow for easy access to office and small art supplies while keeping them out of the way. I got drawer bins to keep things neat and tidy. They offer separate compartments for different items, making it easy to find what I need in a snap. Originally, I had this whole plan to organize by categories for each drawer level. Like, the first level would be all about office supplies, the second for pins, and the third for technology stuff. But then I needed more room for office supplies, so I ended up mixing them up, and it worked out fine. Next time I shop for art and office supplies, I'm going to be more mindful of coordinating colors, so my drawers look all put together. Oh, if you're curious about the stuff I used, check the description for links. As you can see, the theme of my art studio is botanical because I love nature and I get inspired by it. I added a personal touch with some clear stickers from my shop, creating a unique art print. Plus, I displayed one of my artworks in a frame. One thing I kept in mind is that I wanted to keep my desk decor minimal because when I'm in my creative zone, I don't want any distractions. On my desk, I've got this handy bamboo drawer that holds my favorite wash pins, so I can have easy access. I had these extra beads from my shelf door handles, so I got crafty and made a planter out of them. I think it really makes my space more elegant. I want everything to look cohesive, so I have a color palette for my studio. However, I am an artist. I love many different colors, and I enjoy looking at them. I decided to bring more colors to my corner by creating a poster with popsicle sticks. I learned this idea from Pinterest. I love how it turned out, playful and totally interesting. I wish our loft had a better layout, so our new couch can fit in one corner. We could definitely buy a smaller couch. However, we want to lay down to relax when we take a break from work. This couch kinda oddly stays there, but I have to say though, it's super comfy to sit on it. So from now on, I don't have to go up and downstairs to lay down on our bed or our couch in the living room. Since I got to be creative with my space, I wanted to give Michael an opportunity to do the same with his work area. After he organized his space, I realized it has a lot of machinery, so I thought some bead planters would balance it out. The small one is for a plant, and the bigger one is for his snacks. We're moving on to the last part of the studio makeover. I didn't plan to install new blinds on 3 small square windows, but the current blinds looked out of place. To add a thin feel, I got a large bamboo blind from Amazon, and I resized them to fit the windows. To be honest, I don't like these 3 windows, even though they bring a lot of light to our loft. It's so challenging to decorate the wall, but I'm so stoked about how everything has come together. It's been a journey full of challenges, growth, and creativity. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this studio makeover will spark inspiration for your own creative endeavor. If you want more art-related stuff, please consider subscribing. Until next time, keep creating and making your space uniquely yours. Have a nice day, Z.